Hello, hi. Hello, Josh. I know that was probably a very random intro. By the way, let me replay it because I think during that it did not play. There we go. Well, thank you, Josh, for the Prime sub, and that is 9 months. That is a sub, baby. Congratulations. You get to name the child. Um, I know you already had your own, but you messed up. You got another. um, I was gonna start this one off differently because I wanted to do. I did a short that was supposed to go out today, but I didn't want to release it because it was gonna be two back-to-back Halo ones. And what I mean by that is, let me pull it up here. Stream purposes. It did very well, by the way. I performed at 102%. Had 1,000 likes, 1,100 views, almost 12. Oh, it's going up still. Okay, consistent. Like a straight line all of a sudden now. Let's see. Here it is. Another 1,000 since I've looked away. Pretty good, pretty good. Here you go.
You should leave me here with the rest of the carpets.
We all fail. We all make mistakes. It's what makes us human.
And I love the way that flicks back. Okay. But it's doing fairly well, I think. Oh, I've got nothing to hide here. So, let's see. Oh, I keep going back and forth. It's literally the button below. Here it is. So it's done very well. Reach, engagement, you know, there. This is what you see behind the scenes, by the way. Here's the graph. It does this weird spike usually in shorts. You'll see that usually common, like in this short here. Analytics, I like it. Good, good. I had a feeling you would. But I have another Halo one from Halo 3, but I didn't want to release back-to-back ones. Also, because game quotes, if you got a good game quote, Josh, that you might fit that caption by, like game quotes I live my life by was that caption. There are a lot more movie ones I do, but I thought about it all of a sudden afterwards. I'm like, I can't remember a single game quote off the top of my head besides, you know, Halo ones. And again, like, I don't want to repeat it. There's the graph, by the way, for the oh, I can't go any lower because I guess there's not more to this one. Here, this one. Boop, boop. There we go. So you can see all of a sudden it goes poof. That's usually how a short works, and then either it planes like this or it planes like the other one. But this one's planing is a lot higher. It went poof, and now this is the plane. But I was very happy the way that came out, and all of a sudden I just wanted to make that short. And a lot of people have been chatting too, which is great. So I mean, you did. You're pretty sure the first one, so I'd have to see if it loads. If it does. Wait, no. Did you? Yeah. What was it? No, I don't think you commented on this one. No, you had to. I remember seeing a comment. Was it? Or was it on the, Oh, I think it was on the, boop, boop, boop. Lethal Company video. There we go. I'll have to think on that. All right. I was gonna say I've had a lot of. If you read these comments, a lot of them are actually 40k Warhammer, or Warhammer 40k. Let me not flip that around. So you'll see a lot of those comments in here. Or there's some Titanfall. God of War is in there too. I think there's one anime one that I remember. I know the anime and I remember the line, but I watched it in the dub, not the sub, so it kind of comes across different. It was Black Clover. There was a Guilty Gear one in there. There's a soundtrack of Guilty Gear too. I have to find it later. I need a weapon. That one, yeah. And that's the quote they live their life by. I need a weapon. And my sarcasm. I can't see it here. Okay. Well. But yeah, I'll probably. I might do what we're gonna start
I
the stream
hear.
off.
Someone almost screwed us.
Oh, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm gonna let this play.
Was that your intention, George?
No, of course not. I
Oh.
forgot about it. I would have jumped into it if you didn't remember it.
Hmm.
I've never done anything else to kill my friend.
I would. It'd be funny.
I was
Life's
sick,
not all about the content, Ladgy boy.
and this
Yeah,
was a
'cause
year
I'm
ago.
always pushing content. Oh God, it's right there.
Okay.
Oh, I hear.
See, that's the only thing. It starts to replay right away. So I think I'm gonna put a movie quote one, and that's what we're gonna do for the beginning of the stream. I gotta get Premiere open. Actually, now I'll think of it. I think the first movie. Oh, God. See, there's also no editing category on Twitch. Kind of weird. They just started a DJ category. Not really me. So, I tried to see if there was anyone. There's software programming and other things, but is there one? I'm just gonna make sure really quick. Which for video editing? There's a Reddit post, and it's in bright mode. From 4 years ago. Just chatting, yeah. I mean, you are just chatting. Oh, there's creative? Creative category. Let's see, creative. This was 4 years ago, so I don't think it exists anymore. It does not, as far as I'm aware. Looks like we're still just chatting. Cool. But the movie, I think, ooh, there's so many good movies. So many good quotes for movies. Oh, my blue screen. I was thinking the Iron Giant. And yeah, the Iron Giant. So now I just need to, which scene am I gonna pick? Gotta go to YouTube. And afterwards, I think we'll do, maybe if we have time. And last time it only took me half an hour to do this. I don't even think it took me the full time. But oh, wow, brain just went boop. I also see things with Jackie Chan. I kind of have to think how I want this to play out. Because one thing, I guess I'll show it with that other video in a moment, but I almost typed in "Who am I?" because I said Jackie Chan and I liked the movie "Who Am I?" Jackie Chan, and I almost just looked up the movie. You ever do that autopiloting? And not "You Rock My World," Michael Jackson. That was the first thing when I typed "you." It's the line from Iron Giant. We're gonna get depressing.
I picked Purdue Global because I think
I got Purdue Global. Thank you.
We're all going to
I know every line of this goddamn movie, by the way. To die, Mansley, for our country. Screw our country, I wanna live. Bum, 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 bum. Golden man, make sure he stays there like a good soldier. I said there instead of here. Not starting off great. Where's the line? Are we gonna use this one or when he uses it earlier? Probably this one. This is the one I have in my mind. So
It's a missile.
when it comes down, everyone will die. I just saw this movie recently. My girlfriend brought me to the movies, and I loved it. Every second of it. They had it in the movie theater, and a movie theater I didn't know existed. You know, it was so good. I resisted crying so much.
Should we get to a shelter?
I heard, we all heard the crying. And the whole time I was like pinching my finger, like doing something so that, what was it? There are two things I do if I'm trying not to. And it's like I'll pinch my finger like that. So you'll see my hand do something where I'm trying to pinch. Hold on.
You stay. I go.
We're using this one. Oh no, whoa.
No following.
Oh, dying. We're gonna use the quote later when he jumps up. Or I'll like pinch my leg or something. Something to pinch. We're using the line, "You are who you choose to be," by the way. I have a story about that line too. Here it is.
You are who you choose to be.
Oh, pain. So we're using that line. Funny thing is, this was always a favorite movie of mine when I was a kid, growing up, and then like the whole movie was. And when I went into middle school, 6th grade, went to a middle school called Burns Middle School, and I'm gonna replay the video footage in the background while I talk here. Kind of lightly.
It's a missile. When it comes down,
There we go.
everyone will die.
And in middle school, I went into an elective called it's home ec essentially, but we weren't allowed to call it that. It was like, I forget what the hell it was called, but we cooked and we did other things, and it was just teaching you how to cook. And again, a few other things, very helpful practices, especially for middle school, like and for later in life. But the teacher, I still remember her name. She was also a New Yorker, like me, and this was her favorite movie as well. And so once a year we would watch this movie. So for 6th and 7th grade, when I was at that middle school, I got to watch this movie, and it was her thing she loved about the movie too was this line: "You are who you choose to be." That's my story about this line. Besides the whole movie being my favorite, I mean, you got freaking Vin Diesel right there as the Iron Giant, Hogarth's mom, who you see when right here. Oh, that's Jennifer Aniston.
Love you.
We're rewatching this. I'm gonna have to see it a million times in editing, so. Perfect. All right, we're gonna start on the crescendo of the music. And why I have to think about that is I'll show you. And then this is where it will play out. And it will end with the hit, essentially. And it will end with kind of like that, and before it starts to pan out and like play that, see that music that starts to play? You have to imagine or picture when you start editing, especially if you're taking something that's already used. So you'll go again, you're gonna be depressed when doing this. So before that starts, when you start hearing, I don't know if it's a cello or a violin. Sounds more violinish. Before that comes in. Again. Okay. So now we have a direction. Why I say that, like, where we're gonna start. There we go. It's mainly because when I think, I say we, like it's a community that has a standard. No, because I'd have to show the original to kind of get my point across too. We're gonna do a lot of rambling here, just because I've never done this on stream. I think I've done it once, but it was like the longer form content, so it was just content. Now you get to see what the hell is my feed. It's Ludwig and Kaiju, because I just watched that show because I like the song. And then a bunch of other stuff. Oh yeah. We all fail. We all fail. We all make mistakes. So here, this is the.
My eyes didn't deceive.
Okay, Shush Echo. All right. So when doing this, one of the problems is this character here. You can Belican code name. I know his real name. Esparza. Hernando Esparza. Okay, it's the whole thing at the end of the game. That's why I know it. Shit at knowing people's real names. Change this. So he's talking. The issue is, I don't want to start off the video with someone talking or extra shit. I want it to be the music playing through, so you have to read the caption. It's here. Just the music. There's background footage, keeping you locked in. And then I go into him talking, but you hear the music.
You should leave me here with the rest of the carpets.
All right, perfect. So first off,
I'm worthless.
part of the song I start, I'll do it. I'll show. Ready? Here. So we have the thud. We have him sobbing.
You should leave me here with the rest of the carpets.
There you go. So before we get to that point, I need to essentially clean that up with cutting in music and trying to clean the cut. That's one thing.
We all
Fade in from black. This one, let's see. This one would probably be. See, the benefit of this is that I might just. So the blast off, I probably won't be able to use the audio.
I love you.
I'd probably start it off here. Have him centered. What's the timing though? I'm gonna have to cut out the, like, you hear him charging and jump up. So I'm gonna have to find the original song and overlay it. That shouldn't be bad. Even though I love that audio. So I'm timing it now, 43. Two. Kind of long.
You are who you choose to be.
Superman.
Alright, 227. Ooh, that's a bit long. 227, so we're looking at what? 20, 40, 44. 40, yeah, 44 seconds. How long was the... I think this is only 20. Yeah, it's only 20 seconds. Oh. We need half of that, because the attention span is not great on the mainly because we make short form content now. Okay. So I might do a fade in the black, even though or I might clip.
I love you.
Charge. Go. And then I might just clip it away from that scene. And clip to that part. Because then we can skip the, what's that, 10 seconds? This shit that you gotta freaking think about. All right, now we can cut it at 49-ish. $49, 156. 7 seconds. The only issue is the timing then to the music. Because we want this part to match up to the song. We don't want to change the song.
You are who you choose to be.
We're leaving in Superman. We're not cutting that out. That's just a personal choice. Fuck you. We can get it to 30 seconds, probably. Okay. We start. We have an idea. We have a goal. Now let me get the footage. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Now I want to watch the rest of the movie again. I have it on my shelf. Luckily. Is this in that bad of a res?
Okay, you're good to
Thank you,
go.
Frontier. 720p. They're all in 720p. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna need this.
Jimmy, we're all
We're all going to die, Mansley. 4 hours. I think my favorite scene to do, though, is the espresso scene, which, I mean, I did that once for a coworker. See, this is dumb. Another story on this scene, or the whole movie. One of my coworkers back at Best Buy, Josh, you know Best Buy. When I was working there, early on, I had to go do a training. And at that training, you were given a room, and then I had a roommate for the night. He with separate beds. Don't worry. But I had told him like a week before, and I don't know how it came up. I think I was talking to another coworker, Michael, and then the one who was with me. We were all talking about it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I could do that." And he was like, "Oh really? Can you?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was kind of stoked about it. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. No one's ever been stoked about that." And then we went to the training. We were settled for the night. We had just done the training for the whole day, and then we were laying down, not in the same bed. We were both in our beds. And I would turn on the TV, and I'm like, "Oh my God, the Iron Giant's on!" And he looked at me. He's like, "Is it about to start?" I'm like, "It's the opening cinematic," and he's like, "The opening scene." When Sputnik passes by, and he was like, "If I order a margarita, a very large margarita, will you do all the lines of the movie?" I did, and he still remembered by the next morning that I did all the lines, and he was like, "That was ridiculous," and especially the espresso scene. So. Espresso scene is one of my favorite scenes. Just because it's him being all rambunctious. Where did I download the video footage to? Go in folder. Ah, the embarrassing one. Wait, oh, okay. What? No, not copy. I see a quote. VOW 2. War 2. Never played the... Oh, no, I played the first one. Like, the first original God of War. Life is cruel. Of this, I have no doubt. One can only hope that one leaves behind a lasting legacy. But so often, the legacies we leave behind are not the ones we intended. Really good line. Really good line. Okay. All right. I'll put that one on the list. God of War 2. Yeah, I never played God of War 2. I played the first one and a bit of the third one. And then I started the fourth one, the God of War one, in like the Norse style. And then I just never kind of continued it. I think I forgot what came up. Like a game came up or something. One that got really popular. Alright, reels. We make a new folder. We call it Iron Giant. I normally preface it beforehand. And then are who we choose to be. Oop. Oh, there we go. TB. 2B. Paste the footage. There we go. Alright. Let me go. I'm finding the coffee scene now while I'm at it. Okay, I didn't hit calm down, computer. There we go. It's like CoffeeZilla. I'm not doing it though. No. Espresso Iron Giant. The other, what is it? The other Halo line I want to do next. I'll go to it in a second.
Some coffee. What do you want? Some milk?
I'm hip.
Milk?
Coffee's fine.
Well, I get the footage prep.
I drink it. I'm hip.
I don't know. This is espresso, you know? It's like CoffeeZilla.
I said I'm hip. So she moved me up a grade because I wasn't fitting in, so now I'm even more not fitting in. I was getting good grades, you know, like always. So my mom says, you need simulation. And I go, no, I'm simulating enough right now.
That's for sure. All right.
You need a challenge. So now I'm challenged, all right?
I'm challenged to hold on to my lunch money because all the bigger losers run pound me because I'm a shrimpy dork.
I'm smarter than them, but I don't think I'm smarter. I just do the stupid homework. If everyone else just did the stupid homework, they could move up a grade and get pounded too. Is there any more coffee?
That's real autopilot, by the way, on the brain. Oh, what a great hardest scene in all of 2D animation history. It's when he gets pissed. What a great title for that. When this get posted a year ago. The scream really does. I'm gonna agree with comment 1 right away. Scream kind of gets you. I'm just prepping the footage, by the way. I gotta put it into Assemble or a workspace.
It's still alive! Shoot at it!
We're just watching the movie by this point. Oh, good. Oh, well, hold on. We'll see him vaporize the tank. Yeah, okay. And we should have the workspace ready now. Whoop, there we go. Now I just drag the footage over here. I need the footage. Link. Whoop. Okay, I'm gonna link this. See, this is how, now that I've prepped it, I know where to go and where to cut. A little loud though for the stream.
I love you.
So we're gonna dip this bitch really quick. Sorry, Elgarth, we're gonna get you right. Keyframe, keyframe, keyframe. What that allows you to do is, I'm jumping one, like, you'll see here, one little tick. So, it's a what is that? 100th of a second? So, now you can see how many frames it is if it's a straight cut or not ever in a movie. Boop. it is 1 frame cut. Okay, so we do this, we go there. Cool, we're gonna drop that. Oh, it goes to the end of the movie. Damn, didn't even know that. Right? And we can kind of see it on the audio line here. Here, I can make that bigger, by the way. Boop, boop, boop. So we can see the audio level and know when the song is gonna cut in, which is gonna be right about here. Actually, sorry, that's when they start cheering. If I think about the scene. Oh, it's not? Why is it cheering? They should go, yeah. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's just the song. Really? This is how I focus, by the way. If I ever need to look at something like any little bump like you see here, I get... We want it about there. Okay. Boop. And there we go. We have the main chunk of the footage. This is where it should do a fade out. Like, not a full fade out, but yeah, that should be about where we go fade out. I did that on... Did I do fade to black? You said it earlier, fade in from black, but I think I faded the last one out. It did fade out. God, I got so many movie ones I just saw. Treasure Planet right there on my main screen. Means I already have one in my head. You def add a Deckard Cain, come and stay a while.
You should leave me here with the rest of the carpets.
What is it? Stay a while and listen. Yeah. Is it stay a while and listen?
We all fail.
I think it. I know I fade to black in
You should
between.
leave me here with the rest of the carpets.
We
I fade
all
out the black
fail.
as well. Okay.
We all make mistakes.
Carpage, we all make mistakes. What a great auto caption.
It's what makes us human.
So, okay, I'm just making sure. It cuts straight in.
You should leave me
Fade
here
to
with the
black,
rest of the
fade to
carpets.
black. Alright. Cool. So this will be a fade to black. I can benefit of when you keep the final save of other video. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Here's the reel of that project, so you can kind of see what I did. But this is the end thing. Yeah, dip to black and constant power, so it doesn't. You don't hear any peak audio. Yeah, stay a while and listen. Stay a while. I can't do his voice much. I think of Diablo 2, stay a while. Diablo 2 was my favorite one by far. But 3 had some cooler, like, visuals and stuff. We're gonna get a freaking ad for Hidden Valley Ranch.
Stay a while and listen.
That fucking voice.
Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and listen. Or that, or when he goes, the Skeleton King in the third one. Alright, so I can yoink that little line really quick, and then all I do is come over here and go, boop. Alright, cool. Now I can change the caption and all the other shit. It looks big here because I need to change window. Where the hell is it? Sequence setting? It should be 1920 by 2. Right? Okay. Oh, it shouldn't. Sorry. It should be the other way around. It should be 1080 1920. Yep. Now we need to take... Oh no, we'll be right back with that. So let me delete that. And then you can... Yep. There we go. We're gonna center him just because he's the object of the video. See, this was another thing. I guess now it's nice that I have Starry Night saved. So this this Halo trailer is called Starry Night. But this isn't actually the center of the original video. Hold on. This was cut. Damn it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. So you can see this is the border of the original video, and the right border nowhere to be seen because it's way more shifted left. And it was just trying to make him more of the center of the scene than the whole thing. Okay. We're now then just going to take this, do this. Ooh, we got that. Now we're going to close Starry Night so I don't accidentally overwrite that save. All right, and now I can do this. Whoop. Movie quotes, because we're gonna do shows as well, probably. Movie quotes. There we go, and I gotta change the coloring. Again, luckily I already made that, and now I just gotta pick two colors, because those colors, I got lucky with those two colors. I typed in Halo Blue. And then someone luckily gave hex code Halo Blue. And then luckily on the internet, someone gave all of Cortana's blues. Like all the, because she's not just one blue. So they had all the hex codes, so I picked two and I gradiented at 135 degrees. I can check that. Window, workspace, captions. It changed the color right away. Okay. The gradient is at 45 degrees. Okay. I mean, 135 is just all the way over. So we are probably gonna want a grayish. Right. Okay. Nope, not entirely there. And then that's. I just want to get it looking different, so I am a fool. Okay. There we go. I was only changing the word life. Okay. And something more like there. Awesome. That doesn't stand out a lot. We need to do something else. Also, I still have to change the way I want it entered. You know what? Honestly, that's not bad. I might shimmy him a little. Shimmy, let's do some shimmy really quick. I'm just gonna whoop. There we go. Do I prefer that? Just because of the way he buckles down. And then when he kind of blasts off not centered, he blasts up and diagonal. So, because he's offset to the right now. It kind of still keeps it in frame. Yeah, I might prefer that, to be honest. But then I gotta fix it, of course, for the next scene. Because someone's no longer centered. Oh. Okay, and then so let's pick out different colors here. The Iron Giant. Oh wait, Iron Giant has a cover of orange and yeah, it has like a yellow and orange. Yes, there it is. Okay. This is the color I'm talking about. So it's a straight gradient up. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I might use those colors. So let's do that. Let's see how that works. Unlock. Thank you. Don't know the orange. So what I'm gonna do is there we go. Like this. here, and that's the yellow, and there we go. I have the two colors. The issue now is that looks kind of weird for the movie. So change the stroke to black. Let's change the gradient to 90. I mean, I might change the focal point, the midpoint here. Have it a little lower down than 50%. What essentially I'm doing is, if you look at lettering, it's going to choose the midpoint right now is right in between the letters. So that's where you're going to see it's most between orange and yellow in this case. But if I shimmy this down a bit, I can make it more orange than yellow or more yellow than orange. Because of the way they do their title, Giant is a lot more, and it is more yellow. So I don't know, I might. It's honestly, in this case, it's going to be more of what I think looks best. I think I want more orange than yellow. Maybe not. Actually, might like it more like 45%. Not that much of a difference, but you can see how much 45. Oh shit. Thank you. Oh nope, don't do that. You. All right. Okay, when I do this, be careful to click this bitch. All right, so we're at 45, or we do 50. I'm gonna do 45. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks much more like the art. But then, you know, this is another one that you'll see, and it's all white instead. Or you'll see this one, which is a cover of the book. Like the redone cover, the original cover's right there. Was this the original, or is this? I think this was the original. By the way, that's the shit. When someone's like, what would be a great gift for you? Don't worry, I'm already buying it. But I still don't own a copy of the damn original book. And I always get questions. They're like, no, tell me what you want. I'm like, oh. That'd be that. If I got that. Like my friend got me, how you know I'm a fan and how I talk too much about the freaking thing. My friend, John, he's a mod here. That'd be Nick. Made me the screw from the movie. 3D printed it for his jaw. So that I remember we were actually out, and then he's like, I forget which birthday that was. That wasn't last year, but the year before. And he was like, here you go. And I was like, oh my god, I was for the day. There used to be a little holder for it. I had to move it because part of it broke off. But the screw I always have like it's for his jaw. If you didn't see the scene, I'm just fixing himself. It's also the one at the end of the movie, may I add. 99. Damn you, ads. No, it's for Google. I mean, you know what, Google, sure, I'll give you one. Google AI. Probably not the famous one of, you know. It's the same screw, though. There we go. So that's the screw I'm holding. It's so good.
See you later.
We gotta watch the rest of the scene though, because then this is what's supposed to make you happy after you see the sad part. Iceland. Oh, I was early. Damn it. All right, that's not the scene I was talking about anyway. Nope. After the... I didn't see that yet. Deleted scenes. It's after the train. I don't know. Shed? Because it's in the shed that he does. I guess they don't have that footage. Alright then. Well, we won't see that one. Alright. I think I'm happy with that for now. See if I'll change it later. Okay. Yes, I mean, it's to the darker tone. And don't worry about the music, because we're going to have to touch that up later. Also, I have it turned down for the stream. About right there, right? That's what I wanted to do. So we got to go Windows, Workspace. I forget the key binding. Control Shift 7. See, this is when I normally have music on, and I'm constantly flicking between having music playing. This will get extended. Oh, nope. I'll do that. Get extended slightly. Means I need to take the effect and shift U. So this is a prior effect I did before. It says opacity, which means you can see the lettering on the right side here, while on the left, it will slowly start to fade because I set it from an opacity of 100%, which you'll see here, to 0%, which means it should be gone. You should be able to see it. Opacity is 0. So I also normally slightly shift this. Ugh, you're gonna be a pain, aren't you? Sure, why not? We'll leave you there for a second. And that will depend on our flip to the next screen. Okay. Nope. Perfect. I think that was on the frame. Glorious. Okay. Now we'll put you back. I didn't know about that feature that you can click in here and hit delete for so long, or this little guy right here. If you had a lot more footage, this is helpful. If you click this button, it selects everything to the right. You don't know how many times I'd go click, 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 and drag everything. So stuff you pick up as you go. Really the best, only way to do it with software, I feel. I hate like programming and stuff, so editing is not programming. It's been programmed for you. It's just getting used to software like that, and still. All right, now I need to center you. Let's take you. We're just gonna lock this so I don't accidentally touch the footage. Or locking it means I can't now touch the lettering, because that's the line I locked out. All right, you are now centered, right? You're a little high because I see black. There we go. So the music doesn't line up at all right now. Do not worry about that. We're going to use that as a template. The only part that we want to line up is this part. Okay, you are not in frame at all. You are going to be such a pain in the ass here, aren't you? Frame. That's fine, because I'm the one doing it. So. Not meaning I'm better than anything. It's just, what I'm at. Alright, you. Okay. So we're going to do something called, well, keyframing. Keyframing is a little different. We're gonna leave it here, here, here. Perfect. All right. Keyframing, I'm going to mark these. Oh, well, I'm not going to change the scale of the video. I got a text this late at night, 11:42. Who's gone mad? Your phone died. No, and that's Josh. There we go. All right. His phone died. All right. For the sake of the VOD now, or if Josh joins back in, keyframing. Positioning. I said, hey, at this point, I want to be here. I want to be at this X and this Y position. What you see, 767.2 and 957.3. And then as the footage goes on, he kind of, you can see he goes a little left of the middle of the screen. I don't want that. I want him very much centered the whole time. So I'm going to try something first. Oh God. No, I did this a frame too early. I'm gonna just fix that really quick. There we go. You kind of want it here. No, we don't. Hold on. Did I have it right and it just funkied up? Okay. Alright, we're gonna... I want this to be like my kind of marker. I look through my forehead, by the way, when I'm focused for some reason. I do want to... those things. I look back at the stream, my right. I could see myself doing it. So, all right, this is the scene I kind of want centered. This is my anchor point, is what I call it. That's my anchor point. Okay. That means the footage before here kind of doesn't matter where he's coming from, as long as he comes up, and this is where we're gonna stay focused on him the whole time. Alright, and now, again, he's kind of going up. Well, I mean, honestly, I might not need the keyframe now, because I anchored that differently. No, I don't. Okay, we're not going to keyframe, but keyframing, I'll show what keyframing is anyway. With the other video. Just for the sake of anyone who sees this wants to know what you do with keyframing, you can do it on my old videos. I keyframed. A keyframe is a 100th of a second, is what I have it set to. I think you can change that. I think within, it was a scene, and you can see it in one of the other recent videos, the make way video. Whenever all of a sudden like a vehicle fell off the map, the vehicle became focused, and like we tracked the vehicle instead of staying with the main part of the footage, which is always centered on the track in that game. It's centered on me because I'm the player and I'm playing the game, and that's what, you know, a game plays like. But I wanted to follow something else that was off to the side. So you keyframe each position as it goes, and sometimes you'll see the pathing here. It will go from point A to point B if you set a large range, but if there's a lot of shifting movement, maybe it goes up, down, left, right, and you want to keep it centered, so you have to do more points in between. I think that there's been points when I had like 100 keyframes, and I know other people like slow-mo guys on YouTube. I remember Gav talking about in a video that how many times he has to keyframe things for like especially moments that might not need to be in the footage, like parts of Dan. All right, so I don't think I need to keyframe it, but I will show a keyframe now. Where's the reel? Can I find the reel really quick? Is this it? Yeah, that might be it. Or is that the completed version? Shit. Okay. It doesn't want to open it. I don't remember how. Okay, and that's the completed version. Yeah. Okay, I can kind of show it this way. And you know what? Screw it. We're gonna do it this way. I would like the show, just in case people would like to use this later. So we're gonna do this. We all failed. No, we don't want to save that. We're going to reopen Reels. Giant. We are. There we go. And then, cool. We got the Iron Giant footage back up. I like the Halo one to come back. Perfect. All right. That's what I wanted, to be able to see both of them. So the original footage here, yeah, there's my keyframing. This luckily was not one of those ones where I had to do a ton. The original footage for this scene, let me find it. It should be right here. Okay. When they plonk down, like Chief plonks himself down. Okay. Esparza, he's the center. The mouse is the center of the screen. Okay. Guess what? Chief's off to the left. In the short, I need him to be the center. And the center here is the crack between these guys. Not really the best part of the footage. So he's right now saying we all fail. We all. So in this scene, you can see here, I tell it to go position, position, position. Here, I told it I want Esparza essentially not. It's still middle, middle. Oh, that's Josh. It's still middle, middle, but I kind of shifted it more towards Esparza. It opens up, and now I'm gonna tell it, hey, from where I had it, which is the same coordinate pretty much. I'm pretty sure it's the same coordinate, right? Oh no, I did tell it to shift originally, so it's already shifted a little bit. Now I'm gonna tell it to shift linearly. You'll see it if I double click. Here's the movement. I want it to shift slowly. There's the frame of the original footage. Those bars you see on the side. Here and here. I tell it to shift, 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 shift. But I got lucky because the camera actually in this scene is backing up and panning out. So I told it, hey, don't. Oh, well, it's still doing the same thing, but instead I'm telling it to now shift and I'm correcting it to what I want. I'm not altering the original footage. I'm just making it seem that way. So we go, so it looks like now I told it center on Chief. And now it's going to stay centered on Chief because the way the video ends is with him centered. And then the opacity thing again, what you see is it's going to fade the black. Boop. Instead of using the effect called fade the black, which is here, fade to black. Oh, wait. It should just, oh, you can just type in, I think it's called dip the black. Called dip the black. Dip the black or dip the white. I don't usually care for those as much. Dip the white you can do. But dip the black, I tend to just do opacity. Just because sometimes in footage you'll see it. I'm rambling, but there's all a reason for it. You're going to see what happens when you accidentally use dip the black instead of doing the opacity thing. Because I used it in a video that even the editing took me 8 hours just to do this video footage. Where the hell is the video? Not old. Is it? Oh yeah, see, there's things that you guys can't see. It's unlisted. This one. The Halo video. Of course it is. See what happened. You guys wouldn't notice this unless you're an editor. Watch what happens when you dip the black. The lighting is weird. Ready? Here it kind of like all of a sudden was dark, bright to dark, bright to dark, bright to dark. You notice it a lot on the scene. Well, I guess not when he hits it, but when we go to the scene. I went too far back, sorry. This was using dip to black. Even though I already used the opacity thing, I just wanted to kind of, by this point I was 7 hours in. I was like, all right. But then, you know, you rush it, and then now I still always know this. and it's too bright. I know most people wouldn't care because they don't really notice it, but now I've said something where now you're still just like, whatever. One or the other. But this is my footage. That's my guy. That's, you know, you can tell I went into the game and recorded these scenes because this is my Spartan, the one I customized. The pilot helmet and everything. I pretty much have him in reach except for the pilot helmet. They just released it. It's like 16 bucks, and I'm not paying 16 bucks for the fucking helmet. If I use Mark 5. By the way, this is, if you really want to see a lot of editing, I could go find this video, and the 8 minutes, or no, sorry, the 3-minute 28-second intro took about 8 hours to record, edit, and do everything. And this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. It doesn't feel like it. Christ. This is all also my footage. It's my game. I went into a game to play. So, another thing where I wish it said my name so you knew, but there it is. You can see my gamer tag. Yeah, I don't think it says it. Okay. That's the same kind of concept of I had to doing the opacity and everything like that. It's just a preference, but I mean, I prefer it because it comes out cleaner, I think. All right, but we're not going to keyframe him. That's a long, long, you know, walk for a short drink of water. For this scene. So he's not centered at all for a good chunk of this. How long do we want the video to be, though? Okay. Keep that in. But we might just like chunk this bit here. I don't know if I like that actually. Just because of the way he runs into, like he comes into the scene all of a sudden. If I did it there, he's just, I don't know. I can clean that up, but. So the other video has already ended, by the way, may I add, at this point. So that's why. Do you really want it to be 37 plus seconds for the sake of this, or? I want him going up, but we might chop that out and do this. We might keep it right here. And, oh, well, I mean, that's pretty much the same scene that I've already done. Okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty much the same. That would a tenth of a second. A tenth of a second. It's not gonna, or a hundredth of a second. It's not doing anything.
You are who you choose to be.
All right, we're gonna have to recenter it and then center it. This one's gonna have a lot more centering. The feels. It could do a different scene where he says the same line. So we could come back to that one, but this one's more feeling. I could chop that bit out. Let me see how that looks. I want him doing the blast off. That's... Alright, we're a little better. People will... I mean, that's under 30 seconds. we need to keep the missile in, because if we don't keep that in, anyone who hasn't seen the film or doesn't know, this part, or it just gives more impact of the scene. You know what's happening all of a sudden. He's headed at a bomb. All right, boom. Again, the music's not gonna matter because we're gonna match it up to this essentially. All right. I think we've got the scene. Okay. I want him centered though about. We're gonna have to do some keyframing. More than likely. All right, right there. That's where I want the scene, but here is kind of where he gets away from us. You're here, perfect position. You've gone too far. Come back. Let's see how this looks, because it can pan too quickly and then it looks choppy. So, not do that. And then about here is when all of a sudden we're gonna move it again. Yeah, is the bomb in sight here? Shouldn't be. Okay, it's up there. There's no point in going to that, really. I don't think so, but shit. I got rid of that. Can I undo that again? Edit or redo, Control-Shift-C. Thank you. By the end of this, I want him still centered. So come back to me. There we go. All right, let's see how that looks, and then if it looks bad. Do we need him here now is my question. So now we can see how it works. All of a sudden I'm going with him the whole time. He's always framed in the scene. This is where we're gonna have to more than likely pan so that he, yep, there you can see him coming in frame. Okay. We might actually go to the bomb instead in this scene. So like about here, click, and then we go back to this. We're gonna want. There you go. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, no. Okay, no. We're gonna keep him centered again. We're just gonna kind of not shift it over as much. I don't know. Sometimes I do eventually just say screw it because I might not see any benefit to doing a different scene. Alright, so the only kind of goes away from us here. Alright, I kind of want him back at this point. I want him here to still be in front. I want to be able to see his face the whole time. There we go. Alright, that looks better. You can kind of see where it takes over though. That's more of a video editor's thing that I would notice that, but like, because all of a sudden, sorry if you're not used to this, and all of a sudden now you're like, stop stopping it. Just kind of how you play it. All of a sudden, this is straight linear, and then I'm like, oh, now we're with him. But that's also because he kind of comes into the scene like that. He's not centered in this scene. Really the issue, I guess. That begin. Mainly because I want to see his face as he comes. We'll see how this looks then. I mean, a little better. Oh, but then that doesn't make any sense. Okay, nope. We're redoing it. Or I can just delete that. There we go. It still makes no sense in the sense of am I happy with that? Again, don't worry about the audio. The audio won't be there. It's going to be just a song. It will be clean.
You are who you choose to be.
The best way to actually know what the audio is going to sound like is like this.
You are who you choose.
So I'm going to have to do like a... There's something that's kind of, again, keyframing, but it's with volume level. So I can change the decibel level from something like -30 and have it... I'll just do it really quick. It's easier to freaking do it than explain. All right. Click the audio line. We're just going to... Okay. This is all our audio. I can do this. Click here. I want it to come to -19 decibels. I don't in the end. But we'll do -30. So here. Let me just do -19 really quick so you can hear it. The second you start the video, it's straight audio. If you don't want that to happen, you can do something very different. So -35. It kind of all of a sudden is coming up. So the video doesn't start as harshly. Mind you, that is too large a difference because it took way too long. So you can do that. There are two ways to change that. Either keep it at -35 and bring this in closer. So then all of a sudden the audio comes in quicker because now it's gotten to -19 decibels quicker. Or you just shorten that gap. Or like the difference between the two. Now I'll do like -25. But it still starts off harshly, I think. So I would, in this case, between the two, I'd choose the first one. I would start at -35 and bring that in closer, so it just comes into the audio comes into the scene quicker, and it doesn't start harshly, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing anyway. But I'll be a little more finicky on that. All right. We're going to be seeing this scene a lot anyway, and I'm going to have dialogue and stuff, so we're going to have to... Are we on the bomb here? Okay, we're on the bomb. So the bomb footage, we need to do a lot of keyframing on bomb footage. Position. Let's keyframe, there we go. Oh, okay, that's the cut between the two. That's why it's so weird. Next, all right, perfect. Position. We want the bomb in frame. But we don't want it the center of the frame here because it's coming up. All right, cool. That means by this point, we want it centered a little more. And then, again, by this point, it's now all of a sudden stopped. and done a big U-turn, but the whole thing isn't in frame, so all of a sudden now I gotta make a decision. Do I want it at the lower part of the bomb or the upper part of the bomb? I'm probably gonna pick the lower part, so that when it goes, all of a sudden we're gonna follow the rotation. Like, what kind of nonsense did you just say? Yep. We'll see how it looks. So like, following. All right, too much. I can see it there. But I think it's gonna depend on this part, essentially. But at this point, I want it to be with him and the bomb. I want this, essentially, by this point. Actually, I might want it there sooner. Because I kind of want him in frame. No. Kind of how it is. Feelings of a madman. Here you go. Alright. Either way, I want both of them in the scene by the end of this cut. Even if it's only for a moment. So let's see how this goes. Bomb flips. Alright. I need to correct it here. There's a bit too much movement. Honestly, we might not have to correct it. And we just do that. Perfect. Alright. Sometimes less is more. There you go. Boom. Bomb cuts off, flips, we get smoke screened, we see the giant. And then it cuts to the giant. Perfect. And he's centered. It turned out so well. Oh, the feels. Okay. Honestly, that might be good. The only thing I might splice in there, though, is his little thrust.
You are who you choose to be.
And that looks pretty centered, to be honest, too. Alright. I'm happy about the way the bomb's rotation kind of happened. And we pan with him. We're like, ah, okay, he's headed up. Bomb's headed up. Flips. Complete smoke screen. Which I think is just the scene anyway. Well, no, actually the scene, you still see a lot of it. There he is. Alright, I think that came. Alright, well. The only thing I might change is this little bit in the middle. Because now we are just like, where the hell is he going? Let's just... Key. Alright. I don't need to cut the audio, it's just the frame. Video footage. Alright. Key. Alright. Where's the bomb, giant? There shouldn't be any movement here. Alright. Good. Like there shouldn't be any movement here then. Okay, I see, because it's still using the original positioning. Let's just do this then. That lets me kind of pan around without destroying anything. Alright, so you actually don't see the bomb. You see the smoke trail of the bomb. Okay, so I guess actually we are just going to leave that as is. Shit. Oh no, okay. It's fine. Once I see this go away, there we go. We might just... Again, sometimes less is more. Sometimes you don't need to touch the scene. Leave it as is.
You are who you choose to be.
Oh, having him, his face is gonna be oof. The emotions. All right, I think we're good. So I just need to now get the audio right as well.
You are who you choose to be.
Okay. Now what we're gonna do is, luckily, I only have one line, unlike the other one here. I mean, it's not difficult when you do this. It's just back-to-back text. But I only have one line, and it's "You are who you choose to be." Are who you be. Not gonna fit in one thing though. All right, we'll see. You. It does. Okay, perfect. And it doesn't look bad, is what I mean. It's such a short line. It's one sentence versus a prolonged sentence here.
We all fail.
It
We
stops.
all make mistakes.
Stops.
It's what makes us human.
All right. Boom. Well, this one is just. I gotta wait. How I figured that out, by the way. Here, I'm gonna bring this back up to. We'll do 5. Oh no. -5. 5 means I'm adding audio. I'm boosting that thing. Let's do -10 actually.
You are.
See, this is one annoying part of it. Video editing is I have to constantly do. So I can mute. Oh, I almost recorded over it. I can hit a solo track here, and then I won't hear the audio. So I tend to do that. Solo just means I'm only gonna listen to that track. So if I had multiple tracks, I guess this one doesn't even have multiple tracks anymore either. Some ones you'll see I have like 5 or 6 audio tracks. It's rare. I tend to only have. But because there's my voice and then there's my desktop audio, which is my friends and the game. They tend to be on the same audio track, which can cause problems sometimes because I don't know how to record them separately. But because I use a Scarlett, I don't know how to change any of that. So I normally have 2. The third one comes from music or something that I might put in, or some audio I might put. We need them to charge up. What they're gonna do is a charge up audio. I think that's really what's missing from the beginning a lot. We're gonna probably send that. Effects, come here. Whoop. All right. And then we're also gonna change this audio level, the level. Probably again, -35. It's just, I do -30 normally, but probably do that. It's really missing that charge boost audio. So let's go find the original footage that has the audio. This should have, nope, that's not the same thing. It's the playbacks here. Why is the chief? Oh, it's because I pulled those to put in those quote lines. Oh, and I need to. That's what I. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Don't change it. Damn it. Don't change it. Here. Not the same level. Out the same. I know. Oh shit. Damn you. All right. I think it's because I'm in the space anyway. Captions, graphics. Thank you. Nice little feature over here on the right that lets you center it to the middle of the video, and then I can bring it all the way to the bottom. I'm not going to. I'm going. You come back here. Thank you. We're gonna just do that really quick. I wanted to bring it a little higher than the other one because a lot of stuff are actually on the bottom of the screen that I didn't know on a lot of other social media platforms. So we keep it centered still. This one I might do a fade in from black and time it with the audio. So there's the audio. Capacity. 0. No. Oop. All right. And it's gonna have him charging. You're still gonna see the charge. All right. And then how we kind of line these up is I'm gonna go to this point. I know I'm on that exact frame. So I'm gonna hit opacity, and there we go. Now it's gonna be at opacity 100 when this one's at 100. So let's go to this one, which is 0. It's the start of the video. 0. It's a little quick for my liking. But I guess that honestly is gonna be, it's a short, so. Really, it's the audio now that I'm not happy with. Also, that fades out too quickly, I think. Why is it so sudden? You need to come back like 1 frame or 2. I'm just gonna drag you like this. I'm not happy with you there. Boom. All right. Better. All right. We'll leave that there. Now, where's Mr. like charge up? Don't need this. Or we're gonna oh no, shoot. Let's keep it linked for a second. Not blast off our eardrum. Excuse me? Why am I at Starry Night now? Thank you. Oh, no. So we're just gonna line up the footage again. Should be here. Perfect. I'm gonna keep that linked for a bit, but I don't whole scene. I just need to charge up out here. Perfect. I'm only doing that so I can take it over. Oop. All right. Oh, wow, that's perfect to get an idea of where we're at. You can see his movements. All right, they were perfectly timed because we did the first frame of the scene. Luckily. Okay. Means I can unlink this. Take that. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn this one down a bit. Audio mixer, we're at -10, right? Just for now. I'll fix that later. Only once he knees down. See, this is what happens though. Now we have a slew of audio because I just have him charging up, but that song is not at the same temp, like at the same point. So here, together. By itself, the top run. So there's no charge up. We have just the charge up. We might just cut to here. Let's see. All right. We can make that work by a little thing called constant power. It's an effect that kind of lets it ingrain with whatever audio track is next to it. I don't think we need the first one though. Not bad, right away. I might not have to do anything. So. Not bad. Okay, all right. So I'll quickly take that off again. Okay. So one thing you're gonna hear here, and I guess I gotta say it beforehand because it's gonna be loud. When you hear him charge and the blast off right at this scene, all of a sudden this audio cuts out and you're gonna hear it. It's easier to hear with headphones on, but the cut is very sudden. So okay, so all of a sudden you hear it doesn't really happen as much at the beginning because we have so much crescendoing audio, as I like to say, that it kind of blends in, but I'm gonna do it anyway just so we're gonna try and blend that in as much as we can. And normally what I would do when we're with scenes or different audio or people talking over each other, that will be on the same audio line as audio 1. So instead this would be up here, and I would have the constant between the two. You can see that in Starry Night right here. Because the music, that's how I patched the music versus the quote line. Which this is all the quote. And then this is just the song itself, like the actual audio track. I went in and in this exact key frame right here, found where they overlap and then splice those together. And that's when I use constant power. Because if you don't do that, watch.
You should leave me.
You can kind of hear it's.
You should leave me here.
There's a little click if you don't do that.
You should leave me.
So now there's no click. And kind of. One other thing I'm gonna do is because it still has that little sudden quietness. And I don't think people are gonna notice on a short. By the way, this is taking an hour because I'm not just doing it myself. I'm talking about it and everything. And we also watch video footage. It's an hour and a half, but I mean, more like an hour. That is actually on the screen for way too long. I'm now not happy with how long that took the fade in. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Took too long to fade in. I was like, it came in too early to when he starts talking.
You are who you choose to be. You are who you choose to be.
Okay. Just need to work on how this kind of cuts in, because it works in this scene.
We all fail. We all make mistakes.
So, because this scene kind of...
We all fail.
It's more, I don't know. It's just a feeling. This is my feeling. This is not every feeling. I just go... Chief in this case is coming across, you know, Chief. He's the badass. So it's very sudden. And then
we all fail.
It stays around until his next
we all
line.
Make mistakes.
So it stays.
It's what makes us human.
Boom. So that's why it can stay around, and then it fades out. But it fades with the video. So we're not doing that because his line, Hogarth's line, is not at the end of the video. So we need to do one of two things here. Either A, what I'm going to probably do is either A, leave it as is, or B, what we're going to do, I'm choosing option B, by the way. I'm keying the 2 points. I want the, hold on. Okay, I'm keying before I stretch the line, which is what you're going to see here, before I stretch the duration. I'm marking the 2 points I want it to be, which is when Hogarth's talking. And then I'm going to stretch it, and then I can, all of a sudden, I have space to work with. Which means, like, right here, probably going to actually put it right here. We're going to do 0, and then we're going to do, oh, not all of them, thank you. 0. Now the way it works is, thank you. Kind of comes in suddenly. So again, that's why I gave myself room to play with.
You are who you choose to be.
And you can see that kind of worked out weirdly. Why'd it come back? Shouldn't be coming back. There should be no frame of it, essentially. It should be 0, and it should be right here. And then it should not come. Oh, okay, there's apparently somewhere here that is 0 as well, or not 0. So I'm gonna do it and drag it over here. All right, perfect. Let's see how this works.
You are who you choose to be.
Still a little too quick for my liking. We're gonna stretch it back. All right, there we go.
You are who you choose to be.
The reason why sudden versus stretching out how long it takes that line to come in is, again, more of a personal feeling. I'm doing it because this line is supposed to be very impactful. It is a single line. It is something that was said throughout the whole movie, if you know the movie. It's just a personal choice. You can do something very sudden, like you saw in this one, or other ones I've done. It's very sudden. Or you let it be like...
You are who you choose to be.
And then I will probably extend that lightly, like right about here, just because I want it off the screen when he says his line. I don't want it on there forever though.
You are who you choose to be.
Better. Even though the point of the video is not to hear him say Superman, it is still a very impactful part of the scene. So you don't want something over something else. Otherwise, you're like, that caption doesn't make sense. All right. We're going to watch it out. Still a little long.
You are who you choose to be.
Now I'm gonna do this really quick. When that music cuts all of a sudden. There we go. So about here. We're gonna go opacity 0. And the benefit of that, that we're ending and starting the video off with a 0 and a 0. Let me undo that. There we go. A 0 and a 0 means that when it replays, it kind of looks like a good loop. It's on a good loop. It won't look like it here because of the way it's done, but like the way it is on shorts. I'm not a fan of the audio again, but we'll... Ooh.
You are who you choose to be.
Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing here really quick if I want to. Hold on, fix this. I don't want it like that. I kind of want it centered with both his eyes instead of how before it's like off-centered. All right. That just means there he is here, both eyes open, wide, happy man, happy giant. By this scene here, I still want it about right here. I want you over a bit. Now let's see that back.
You are who you choose to be.
There you go. For me, I'm happy with that. We go any farther over, right? Just check. We don't want too much movement, or then it's gonna look like the camera's shaking towards it. That's gonna be about getting both of his eyes and him centered. Okay.
You are who you choose to be.
Perfect. He's centered the whole time. The bomb exploded. You not centered? You were not. It's not at all. Oh no, we're not done. Okay. You are. Okay. Don't worry. That's when we do this. This. Go here. Okay. A little more over, please. Yeah, that looks. Way worse. Why'd I do that? Here we can just cut it, to be honest. And then there we go. Okay. Let me just see. I'm now trying to match the center of the bomb. Oh. So like it's curve. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? I know, right? Just give it a second. It's actually not centered in the scene at all. Okay. You need to come back then. Let me go here. Easier, because there's only a... Nope, not the flash. By the way the bomb is. 1, 2, 3. That one. Why am I messing with this? Hold on. It's in the... See these little dots? That's supposed to be the center of the video. So that should be fine. Damn it. Go back. You. Okay. The bomb isn't actually centered to the video itself. It's off shifted center, so we're fine. The original video. We can find that out by just nope, we don't want that one. The Giants targeted to, or the bombs targeted to the Giants' current position. Where's the Giant, Mansley? Alright, so eyes closed. Bombs incoming. Incoming. Alright. Flash. Yeah, so you can see even here, the bomb is not centered. So, it's fine. That's because the original footage is different. Alright. I mean, that is the original. Just not centered. The choice they did.
You are who you choose to be.
I'm sure the whole explosion is, like, that is centered, but the little, like, node that I was focusing on is not. So. Fantasy. Okay. Alright, that's kind of where I'm going to have this thing also fade out too. Around there. Bring that there, perfect. Better. I don't think it's as long. Sometimes dialogue, like even a text box, can stay on the screen too long. Sorry.
You are who you choose to be.
You don't need this one here then. Let's just do that.
You are who you choose to be. You are who you choose to be.
Alright, I'm happier with that. Okay, and it still kind of cuts abruptly. That's because I haven't done the audio thing at the end. So how we fix that is then the inverse, what we did before. So we're just gonna, whoop, okay. I still kind of hear it, but that's also because the audio just ends. So I can do this. lot quieter. It's a lot better. Not as abrupt.
You are who you choose to be.
All right. I think that's done. I think that is a completed video. I just need to increase the audio now. So we're a little quiet. Let me just make sure. -20 for music. I even bumped that up 2 decibels.
You should leave me here with the rest of the garbage.
Dialogue is normally like
We
-8.
all fail. We all make mistakes.
He's actually a little quiet,
It's what makes us human.
but he has a deeper voice. So I kind of went off of Esparza in this case. I think the highest I heard him speak was -8.9.
You should leave me here with the rest of the garbage.
Oh no, he goes -5.5. All right, so I don't know why it's the average, but most of the time it's -8 decibels, or -3 depending on what you're doing. Like if you're gonna be loud, you just don't want to be when you see someone talk. Look at the audio on the right here.
You should leave me here with the rest of the garbage.
You don't want to hit the red, which is gonna be above here.
We all fail.
So yellow is already like
We all make mistakes.
the person speaking loudly but not yelling.
It's what makes us human.
Red is that audio is probably peaking and it's harsh on the ears. Not gonna sound great. So what I want to do now is listen to this back and watch this. Music's a little loud.
You are who you choose to be.
So like this, I want to be a little louder here. But that means I kind of want this to affect, and we're gonna do this. Let me watch over here on the left. A good thing, honestly, this might be a comfortable point. But I can increase his audio here for a little bit and then lower it by keyframing audio. Essentially. But the blast off is a little loud, I think. Go to effects. Alright, that's fine. I can just do this. Bring this guy down to like -12.
You are who you choose to be.
Alright. And you can see the audio on my left hand. Oh, you can't see that the whole time I was talking. Here, hold on. Whoop. This left side here. You can see the audio. This is the explosion. This is him charging up, and then this is the actual music and everything we're hearing.
You are who you choose to be.
So the next best thing for me to do is I'm trying to compare now. You're like, well, the audio sounds fine. It sounds fine. It's when you're listening on different devices. So I'm listening to on my headset, and it's a lot louder on my headset than it would be normally to people. Like on the phone, that might be quiet, or on the speakers, it might be quiet. So what I'm gonna do is watch now OBS.
You are who you choose.
You guys want to hear it how I'm hearing it? 1 second. This might be loud. Here's your verbal warning. This is now going to be without any sound dampening. I have you guys at 15.6 decibels lower.
You are who you choose to be.
Alright, now I need to hear that back.
You are who you choose to be.
Alright, now I need to hear that back. Alright. I think that's fine. Now it should sound how you guys have been listening to it this whole time. Alright, I'm gonna do this. -6. I want to see where this goes. Okay, so I gotta change this to -6. And there you go. Means then I'd have to turn this guy back up to negative. Well, I went up 2, so now this would have to be -8. Oh, and let me not keyframe it. Let me just change the whole audio. Oh, it did it for me. Sorry, it's gonna sound a little loud again. You're gonna have to bear with me.
You are who you choose to be.
Honestly, that might be better. That might be better because we never exceed -9 decibels. Oh well. We do for a moment, but
You are who you choose to be.
I got a brilliant idea. I'm gonna pull up my own stream on my phone, and I'm going to I'm gonna mute myself right now, and I'm just gonna play it. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to listen to this at full volume. I apologize ahead of time. If you would like, maybe skip a minute or skip 30 seconds. Do a minute to be safe.
You are who you choose to be.
We're perfect. All right. That's exactly the audio I wanted at. Just because then the way that works out and the way I wanted to test it on mobile there was I'm testing if you have it like your normal volume is probably about 2/3 up, a little more like 70-80%. You never have it on 100%. If you're watching videos, you probably have it on like 60%. So if you have it that my video is too low when you're watching it, then all of a sudden you have to turn up your audio. You have to lower your audio. So I'm trying to match it to like an average thing. you have it on 100%, you can hear it there, and it's loud. But that was the point. If you have your phone on 100%, you're probably trying to listen to something loud. So that's why I'm looking at the audio, and I do this normally on most videos, but on a short, I'm very specific, just because, I mean, oop, did I pause the video? There we go. I'm trying to get it right. That's just it, because it's only 30 seconds. 30.11. So we are just a little over 30 seconds. So let's listen to it one last time. You're lowered 15 decibels, almost 16 decibels.
You are who you choose to be.
I'm happy with that. Okay. Very happy with that. So now we're done. That's video editing for you. I'm currently at, if the stream dies, I am sorry ahead of time. I don't think it will. So now I'm gonna do my settings I do for shorts, so you'll be able to see it here. Actually, I need to do one thing really quick. Sorry. Is it good there? Yeah, I need to do one thing really quick. Hold on. Reels, not Halo. Iron Giant. I'm just naming the file. There you go. Save. Okay, that looks good. Be fine here now. Now I need to pick my settings. I'm gonna do render at maximum depth and maximum render quality. And then because it's a media thing, I think I only, well, I normally don't do that. I do like 18, not 185. God damn. All right, that should be fine. Right? Is that what I think that's what I do. 18. Might be less. It might be 13. Target data rate allowed by the encoder. If they like to up their own things. So, you know what? Let me just do 18. You know how I can find out? I sent a video the other day, and now I can look at the quality that it uploaded in. Even though it's a different media, it is Snapchat, but it still runs same shit. I'm just trying to see if it looks bad or not. Okay, I used 18. I remember that much, and nope, it looks fine. For context, I sent a video to someone, and that I had edited, and 18 seems about right. You can do less, you can do more, and depends, I guess, on who or where it's going to, like what social media. We're gonna export. There you go. That's normally a lot longer, by the way, encoding time, but because it's a short video, we're good. All right, chatting window. I'm gonna pull open the final edition of the video that's been rendered out. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna put myself in the top left.
You are who you choose to be. choose to be?
Superman.
Okay. There we go. That's a done short. That will be up tomorrow then. I think it will upload around 12 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll upload it now, I guess, or I'll upload it probably after the stream. Because what time is it already? It is 1 in the morning. I did not expect. I mean, again, me chatty about it versus just doing it myself and not streaming it and not chatting about how to do it. Probably do it in half an hour. But kind of also verbalizing it did help imagine something. There you go. That's how you edit a 30-second short. You can do it in 2 hours. You can do it in half an hour. I haven't beaten half an hour, at least for doing something like that. Other shorts took me like an hour or two because I had to go through a lot more footage before. Like just sitting here doing it. So, like not talking or streaming about it. So doing that 2 hours versus this 2 hours, a lot different. Just because that one also, if I remember, was that on my personal Instagram or was that the Latch Instagram? I'd have to check. I think it was on both, wasn't it? Or no? I don't think I humiliated myself on both. It was on my personal Instagram. Okay. Yeah, it was only on my personal. Cool. So that was more just for fun because it was on my personal one. I mean, this is for fun too. It's just that was like, I don't know, it's a different feeling. I was keyframing a lot, so, and I had to find the footage and find what was funny. Okay. Just making sure we're good. We're good. All right, those can wait later. All right. Well, there we go. It is 1 in the morning, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do then games. I'm sorry. If you jump this far and you're like, "Where's the games?" It's not happening. 1 in the morning. And like, I go to work. Go to a project site. Fun. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you, Josh. I'm gonna replay it really quick. Thank you, Josh, for the 9 months as well for Prime sub. Also, I guess today. No, you know what? I'll keep that private. I was gonna say something for Twitch, but like that happened with Twitch. Not yet. I'll say when. Today is the 15th of August. Just know that. But yes, I am headed to bed. You'll see the short up at 12 o'clock tomorrow. I mean, you've already watched it a million times, but if you want to watch it on the main channel, Latch or youtube.com/Latch YT. Latch is LATCHYT. I can find some. It should be below, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's below. There's no way I do. It's also below me right now. It's right there. The link. But it's also below if you hit the YouTube button. But Latch YT. It'll be, besides on the homepage, I gotta update my homepage. Besides the coming soon to theaters thing, it will be here in the shorts section. Surprised I have that so low down. Oh, I guess. Oh, look, I have my subs. Shush. Okay, that's a funny video, but it came out 2 years ago, and it's just my promotional trailer for the channel. That one also took like 12 hours to do. Damn. But it will be here. It will be another one, and we'll have 6 videos. We'll finally have a full bar of shorts. So 12 o'clock tomorrow. And again, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this different kind of stream. 2 hours of video today. So, bye. Have a good night.